on here and talk about the explosive growth and things that are going on in Norman, Oklahoma. It is not by accident that we have so much happening. I'm going to give you just a quick snapshot of what's been happening in the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to be able to go through and kind of tell you about some of the things that are there. But really, the whole reason I'm doing this is to showcase the fact that it is time to get involved. It's time for you to be in Norman, to spend time in Norman, to really come and invest in Norman. And if you're not sure how to do that, there's several different ways that you can do that. One of the very important ways you can do that is by checking out all that we have to offer. This channel is fantastic. Why? Because it gives you an opportunity to check out whether it is the business side of it, whether you want to move here, travel, our coffee culture, gardening, all the things, the business and self-help side of it, and just the way that Norman is and the way that we can have you come and kind of partner with us and create this experience that is our community. We are seeing absolute growth already happen. We've got amazing investments coming down the pike. If you've not been watching over the last, even 6 months has been nuts. The amount of announcements and growth opportunities and potential is absolutely staggering if you look at that. So I want to make sure that you're aware that we are in the right space and you're in the right place. I appreciate everyone that comes to this channel and watches what I do. So hopefully you enjoy this as I'm kind of walking through this. I recognize this is the middle of the afternoon for some of you. So hopefully you get a chance to watch this now and then we'll kind of go through it. Let's take a check out of what's happened in the last couple of weeks. Of course, I've been doing my comedy side, so if you haven't watched my boy dad, it's super fun. Gardening, everything is greening up. If you don't know, Norman is a great place to visit in all 4 seasons. Why? Because if you get to see us in the spring, everything starts to green up. We have our incredible Norman Music Festivals coming up. So that is a fantastic event. We also have our Medieval Fair. Medieval Fair brings about 100,000 people. Our Norman Music Festival brings about 100,000 people. So all those events happen in April, early April and late April. And then we go into the summer months, which is also a fantastic time to be in Norman. In the summertime, we have things like Summer Breeze. Summer Breeze is held at Lions Park, where you can go and you can hang out and watch live music, crack open a bottle of wine, have a beer, and just sit out and listen to live music every other Sunday. It is in Firehouse Art Center's, right, like their park area right by there. So it is a synergy of art and music and beverages and really embodies Norman's soul and who we are. So in the summertime, we get to do that. In the fall, of course, the students are coming back. And we have amazing students from all over the globe that come in to add their energy. And then we also will be adding the SEC this year. So we are very lucky to have teams coming from all over the southeastern United States to Norman and bringing all their fans with them. And we are very excited about football season. So that is absolutely our fall time. In the winter, we have fantastic things going on for the holidays, for Christmas time. And then in January and February, we usually have our chocolate festival and we get ready for the winter months. And of course, we have Second Friday, every second Friday for 12 months of the year. So that is a fantastic thing. We have economic opportunities from Boyd Street Ventures. One of the things they're working on is we have a new Aviation Academy High School. We will be adding an Aviation Academy High School for aerospace. Roughly 800 students, 600 to 800 students will go there. It's on Max Westheimer Airport. It is a phenomenal school that will help high school students that are going into aerospace. Oklahoma, that is the number 2, I believe, industry in Oklahoma for hiring is aerospace after agriculture. So we are known as an aerospace state. So if you're looking to either relocate or bring your students here, we have a phenomenal school being built. It's going to be a brand new state of the art. We already have aerospace companies investing in it. They're looking at our students, looking at what's going to be coming out of that high school. It's going to be phenomenal. Of course, our coffee culture is second to none. I've done videos even today dealing with Yellow Dog on Porter, Haystack Coffee Company. We did quite a bit on, they had a World Coffee Night. Not Average Joe's is here. We've got Beanstalk Coffee and Snow is here. We've got Stella Nova. I mean, incredible coffee shops. And that's not even the chains. We have all the chains that you get, almost all the chains. Like I said, they're coming here to do their coffee. The city of Norman is exciting right now. Why? Because there are a couple initiatives I want to bring to your attention. Three, actually. We have what we call an ADU, which is an alternative dwelling unit, which we're looking at building that right now, where you can have either a smaller dwelling unit behind your property. We also have an alternative commercial unit that we're looking at. That is very exciting. What that does is that takes neighborhoods, and if there's an empty house in there or an empty space, you can create there's limitations on what you can put there, but it could be a small grocery, it could be a coffee shop, it could be a restaurant within neighborhoods, so that you build community spaces and create community synergy and places for you to be able to be walkable, and walkability and community in our neighborhoods is a major push right now. And of course, I would be remiss if I did not talk about us being a film-friendly city. We have a huge opportunity when it comes to film. If you haven't watched, I have a video about a absolutely massive announcement of a producer that's going to base themselves out of Norman, out of California, and we have like roughly $250 million in film ready to go. So this is a massive, massive infusion of money that's coming into Norman. So that's exciting. All those areas are coming up very, very quickly, not to mention what's already been done. My good friends at Ice Creamatory, if you've not been to a horror-themed ice cream shop, you are missing out. It is at essentially the crossroads of Lindsay and 12th. It's in the East Lindsay district. I'll have more about the East Lindsay district coming up soon, about an adventure date day that you can do from essentially Lindsay and 24th into that area. And it's a phenomenal experience that you could actually do a lot of activity, and there's a lot of interesting things on Lindsay going from 24th down to about 12th. And so that's exciting to kind of tell you about that coming up. Phenomenal, phenomenal ice cream place, though, if you haven't been. People are coming from all over the region to go there. It literally is horror themed. You walk in, if you have little kids, they could be a little scared, but if you want to take them and be like, hey, behave yourselves, y'all. That's one way of doing it. So you want ice cream, you got to scare your mind a little bit. We are so excited about all the things coming up. Next month in April will be the return of our summer farmers market. We have a 365-day market. So it's open all year round, but we will go back to having it earlier from, I believe, 8 until noon. And then we also will have the Tuesday evening market, which is fantastic. If you are a startup, you've got to check out the NEDC, the Norman Economic Development Coalition. They're creating spaces for all these new businesses that want to come in. They also are redeveloping a space that used to be a teacher store right downtown, right across from their offices, and it will be an incubator because we use up all our incubator space. New business loves students, synergy, university, all the things that they have, and we have, and with young energy coming in, that you can build companies here really easily. We're a weather cluster, so if you don't know, we are home to the National Weather Service. We have incredible opportunities coming up with a possible museum and all the things that can come up that are phenomenal, but we are the center of the weather world, which I will be talking about again in another video. I'm going to do a little bit of who I consider my favorite meteorologists. I'm not going to say the ones that I don't like, but I'm going to say the ones I like, because I feel like I'm not going to badmouth people, but I want you to know who my faves are. So you guys that are meteorologists, you're going to know who you are real quick. I'm excited because I get to talk about weather, and weather in Oklahoma is like sports. And of course, we're the center of the sports universe in Norman, Oklahoma. Let's see. We have a lot coming up. I got to do a lot of advocacy work the last couple of days. Literally a week and a half ago, I went to the state capitol, and then this last Wednesday, I was at the national capitol. I was in Washington, D.C. So part of my role is also advocacy. What I'm advocating for you to do is to just come to Norman. That's it. My thing is to get you here. Once I can get you into Norman, once I can have you come and play in Norman, I have no doubt that my city will show out. We're really good at what we do. We are, if you don't know, a sports capital of Oklahoma. Not only are we a sports capital at the collegiate level, but we have facilities that can bring any tournament in. We just opened up the YFAC, the Young Family Athletic Center, which has all kinds of things for whether it's basketball, volleyball, courts, and we're doing things like that. We have huge soccer complexes for large scale tournaments. We also have Reeves Park for baseball. And softball. We, of course, are home to the University of Oklahoma's softball team, which is one of the most elite softball teams in the world. We just built a brand new stadium, opened it, a week and a half ago, called Love Field. Holds about 4,500 people in it. So we have them coming to visit on a regular basis. So that's fantastic. So much happening. Like, you guys, there is so much happening. I've talked about the fact that we're already coffee capital of the world. That is a true statement. I said, we also have a bunch of students. OU has roughly 35,000 students, so they come on a regular basis. They're here for 9 months, and then in the summertime it calms down, which we have found it doesn't calm down as much as it used to because y'all are moving here, which is a fantastic thing. I've already talked about property. It's a little tough to get a house here. My suggestion is get an apartment. The best time to get an apartment is summertime. Why? To test it, tease it, and see if you like it here, and then get your house after that. Start the build out. We have a lot of areas where we're building new housing. We're very, very proud to be essentially home to Chickasaw Nation Industries, which the Chickasaw Nation is just south of us, all the way from the Canadian River to the Texas border. So we are very, very proud have a relationship with them, relationship with the Kickapoos as well, and everything in our area. We have 2 large casinos in our area. If you've not been to the Riverwind, there's over 3,000 machines in that. And you can also go out to Lake Thunderbird on Highway 9. Fantastic spaces if you want to come and gamble. You need to know that, like us, you got to put it all in. You're either all in or you're all out. You got to make a bet, and we're asking you to bet on Norman because I know where we're going. I know how fast we're growing. I'm just waiting for everybody else to kind of catch up and be like, oh, it's going to be quick. I think even my city's a little bit behind. I think they're like, we're going to grow at 1.5%. I said, I think that number is going to be way, 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 way quick. So, yes, I'm very, very excited about that. Obviously, we have T-shirts and things like that. Again, you can get all of your... One of the favorite spaces, if you haven't been to Campus Corner is an amazing space. It's like a downtown for campus. It will be a great chance for you to really go ahead and visit the campus area. Has some historic places in it. If you've not been to the Deli is a fantastic music venue. Amazing, been there for years and years and years. They're going through a rebrand. We're excited to see that as that comes through there. But there's like businesses in there that have been there forever. Like Othello's, so you got Second Wind Coffee House. That coffee shop's a little different, and it's only open when school's in. It actually closes in the summertime, so it's one that you can only taste their coffee during the university year. And I'm like, okay, kind of different. Norman Music Fest is coming up. Always is going to be the headliner. We're very, very excited about that. They were in the Grammy run this year, so they were nomination for a Grammy. We have, again, over 300 bands. That's just the ones that are invited in. Then you have all of the energy that comes around that, the people that are busking, and the other venues that just ancillarily pull people in that aren't in downtown. But then we are a music city. And we've always been a music city. We have a Norman sound, and we're excited to bring everybody into the city and showcase what we can do. We are really building on becoming music certified as well. So that way we know that we need studios, we need artists, we need all the production people, we need video producers, film producers. So all of the synergy of that music, film, energy, creativity is very, very important in our city. So very, very good. Talked a lot about coffee. Development-wise, we have a lot coming up. We're getting a new Japanese restaurant downtown. Downtown, we are filling up some buildings. If you're looking at locating here, we got several different spaces. We've got downtown if you want to be in that downtown like energy that's in that area. We have some buildings at East Lindsay and 12th, which I can tell you is that space right there is gonna be very valuable for the people that are there. and that's at Lindsay and 12th East. Because there's spaces that once we go into that, there's conversations about what that's going to look like, how it's going to be designed, and the people that are in there early are the ones that are not going to have to pay the price tag afterwards. So I am encouraging people to look at Lindsay 12th East. Of course, if you look at Classen, the Classen corridor going from Lindsay and 12th south on Classen, you get past right about 7-Eleven on south is a retail corridor right now. There's a lot of students that live in that area. You've got a little Walmart, you got a big Walmart at the other side headed towards Noble, a bunch of like little stores in between. I would love to see more local stores in between. Pinocchio's is over there. If you haven't tried them, they have great Italian food. It's in that space. Again, it's looking for local entrepreneurs that want to get involved. Small business, we need y'all. We need y'all to come in and put new businesses in town. That's fantastic. I mean, we love it. Golf courses, I think we have like 5 golf courses in our area. Jimmy Austin is, of course, on campus. They will be hosting one of the PGA Tour dates again this year. We got the Trails. We've got Westwood. We've got Belmarsh just north of us. I guess technically more. So that's going to be amazing. We have all kinds of things happening when it comes to the world of golf. But we have fantastic courses. And again, I've already talked about the fact that softball, we're like amazing at softball. We have a major tournament for softball players coming to the city. The reason is because we're the softball capital of the world. I mean, you're going to be near coaches. You want to be in the sphere of Patty Gasso. If you're in the sphere of Patty Gasso, you're doing well. If you're breathing the same air, she is a legendary coach, and she's absolutely phenomenal. Levity just opened. Levity is a coffee shop breakfast place right near the courthouse. Honest to God, there's not much parking. You really have to walk there. You would park downtown or park in a parking lot and go there. I do not work for the Chamber of Commerce. I just love my city. And I'm like, Scott, I've known Scott for a long time. I've known Scott since he was in the legislature. But yes, I do not technically. I also know Dan over at Visit Norman. It is amazing. It is amazing. So Fried House is an amazing actual farm that they do on Farm to Table, and they're out of the well. Hopefully they'll put a restaurant downtown. That would be absolutely incredible. They're making essentially meals for kids, so you can buy that and get them for them, so it's a healthier meal option. Let's see. Great Owl, we talked about that. Live music everywhere. It's so exciting. Again, there's gardening that's happening. We have actually demonstration gardens. We had a coffee festival, then we had a wine festival. All of this within 2 weeks at our fairgrounds. If you're looking for a space to host a festival, check out the Cleveland County Fairgrounds. They're fantastic. They do a good job. The Rail House is a new venue that is right across from the Well. The Well is where our current farmers market is. It is within a block of downtown. Neighborhood Jam is over there, where that's a great breakfast place. So you have all those things that are happening. Our new students have been already coming onto campus. They got their admissions last week, so we're excited to have them come in. We have, of course, growth happening with our students. That's going to be an amazing space, amazing opportunity again for you to welcome students. They will get to know businesses that build a relationship with them. And once they have a set business for the next 4 years, they will be here for a while, at least 4, if not 5, sometimes 6, depending on what they're doing. Let's see. The wine festival. We have a couple wineries in Norman. We have Sabatia. Sabatia is probably our most well-known. We all Not well known. That's not true. What they are is they're one of our most well regarded and rewarded, and in a lot of restaurants. So they're using them in high end restaurants. Native Spirits Winery out at 108th and Lindsay is technically in Norman city limits, but it's on the north side of the lake. They do live music on Fridays, and they're an incredible winery. And then Canadian River is south of Noble, about 3 minutes. And so it's about 7 minutes south of Noble on Highway 77. That's the best way to remember it. 7 minutes south of Norman on Highway 77. And it is, they have their own winery. They've got vineyards. They do a lot of bingo out there. They have a grape stomp every year. They do a VIP night the night before for adults only. It is a lot of fun, and it's a great place to visit. Filmmakers, of course, we have Filmmakers Hour coming up. We're building that community as we speak. Let's see. Antique Paradise is a phenomenal building over on Lindsay. They have over 150 different booths in it. Let's see. They're going to have an anniversary sale April 5th to the 7th because it's our 1-year anniversary in the parking lot. There's going to be a lot of things going on. You can check them out. It'll be a lot of fun. Stash, of course, has been to the Southwest to get a lot of turquoise right now. There's so much happening. I can't keep it all up. I mean, there's a lot happening. There's swap meets. We have drag racing down in Noble. So you have all these things that are happening. There's bluegrass music being played. All these things are happening. It is going to be a lot of fun. And again, there's just so much going on. The best way to find out what is happening is to check out Future Growth and Vision Network. You can do it. There's a couple different ways you can do it. On YouTube, of course, this is a chance for you to do that. You can also look at the network on Facebook. I do that there. And then my Instagram's not great. I'll be honest with you. I'm still working on that. That's what I'm getting used to. Medieval Fair absolutely is coming up. I love that event, and we bring a lot of people. We bring a whole lot of people to town. And if you have not been to our Medieval Fair, it is phenomenal at Reeves Park. We also have the new statue that's there, the robot, which they change out for Medieval Fair. So it has like a hat and a bat for when they do sports. Well, they're going to have it's going to have like a helmet and a sword. Obviously. Yes, Juneteenth as well. Again, we're a city of festivals. You want to do that? We got Mayfair going on at Campus Corner. We got all the things going on this summer. We have Jazz in June coming up. I mean, there is a lot of events. So I will be, of course, handling all of those things. I do appreciate your question about the political world. However, this is not a channel that I discuss politics on. So that is something that I can do outside of that, but yes. Oh, the AIM sessions. Thank you for that. I do appreciate you. So the AIM sessions are for City of Norman residents that live here. That you can talk about parks and growth and business and all the different areas. They are done by the City Council. They're done by the Chamber of Commerce, and we're gathering data to create our 25-year plan. The city is growing, and this is a chance for you to make your voice heard. They have a couple more left, I think, until the end of the month, and then they'll start compiling that information and producing that plan. Also, of course, city council meetings are on normanok.gov, and you can watch them, or they're also on YouTube. They do them a live feed on YouTube whenever they have their meetings. I watch pretty much every one, like every department, every part of it, so I can keep up with what's going on. I do want to say this, I also forgot, and I don't want to forget this. If you're coming to Norman, our bus system is free. The chance for you to use our bus system, it does not cost. After hours, it does, however. After hours, but it's like we have a ride, kind of a ride share program in Norman that is like $2 a ride. You have to sign up for it. And if it's the first time you sign up for it, you get like 6 free. And then after that, you pay for them. So like there's a lot of amazing things about Norman. Besides the fact that we're just an incredible city, we're incredible people, we're very creative, we're energetic, and we cannot wait to meet you. I have several real estate people that I work with. Marcy Billen is incredible. If you don't watch her stuff on YouTube, you should. She not only talks about Norman as a whole, but the real estate market, and will give you the real down low on all of that. Like that's her wheelhouse. I can give you generally what's going on, but she will give you specifics, and that's important. Of course, the Norman Board of Realtors can guide you as well. They've been a great help when it comes to what should you buy, where should you buy, and how should you buy. There's all those things. This is, again, just kind of an update of what's going on. And I'll be honest with you, I think that got me up to March 5th. So that was a week ago. So over the last week, probably twice as much of what I just mentioned has happened in 2 weeks. So let's be clear, you go 6 months, a lot has happened. We've opened a lot, we are continuing to open a lot. The grand openings, the ribbon cuttings, the new revamped downtown Porter corridor is gonna be beautiful. They're repaving it right now. They're gonna put the flowers in, they're gonna have the signs up. I mean, all the things are happening in Core Norman, East Norman, West Norman, everywhere else. Although the new, of course, the municipal courthouse. They just did that ribbon cutting yesterday, right? So yes, the new courthouse came up. I mean, that was much needed because they're in the basement of the police department. So, give them some value. We have incredible, the new emergency operations center is being built. That should be done, hopefully not too far off. We've got, of course, expansion of everything that we're doing. Our airport's getting a revamp from the University of Oklahoma. And so we have all the things happening at University North Park. There is a lot happening. If you want to keep up with it, again, watch, like, subscribe, and you will be the first one to know. You don't want to be the last one to know, and I'm no best kept secret. I'm just saying that right now. So you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, Norman OK Scanner Radio. You've kept me on task, and I thank you for that. So have a great day, and I cannot wait to see you soon.